For me, being a mother is an amazing, wonderful job. I have 2 daughters. McKenna is 5, and she's our drama queen. Whether it's happy or sad, she plays the part to the full extent. And Adele is our little class clown. She will do anything to make you laugh. I'm married to who I think is the most wonderful man in the world. His name is Neil, and he is hardworking and very talented, a singer with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and he's just a wonderful person. So we found out that we were expecting our 3rd child, and at our 20-week routine ultrasound, as they were looking at the little images, they kept looking and not saying anything, and the ultrasound seemed to go on forever. And finally, they just took me into another room and said, you know, everything was perfect until we got to the heart, and all of the categories under the heart said abnormal. They decided to send us up to a perinatologist where they did higher level ultrasound and discovered Tristan had hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which basically means that the left side of his heart did not form, the side that perfuses the blood to the rest of his body. They sent us over to Primary Children's to have a fetal echocardiogram done so that they could tell exactly what was going on with his heart. And they found extensive heart defects, all coinciding with the hypoplastic left heart. We're pretty much decided at that point that we wanted to give Tristan the best, most comfortable life possible. We were introduced to the palliative care team at Primary Children's. They are this amazing team of nurses and doctors and social workers that specialize in helping families and children who are terminally ill and who choose to forgo the painful medical treatments. And at one of our last meetings, they brought out a brochure about an organization called Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, and explained that these professional photographers would volunteer their time to come on Tristan's birthday and take pictures of our precious moments together. Knowing that Tristan would come and go in such a short amount of time, we were able to contact Now I Lay Me Down to Sleep, and we were able to have some amazing maternity photos done. I never thought I would want my big belly on any kind of photography. But for us, it was just another proof that Tristan was here and that he was part of our family and that he was a person. We spent the last month of the pregnancy just trying to make it as normal as possible, and by the time Tristan was due, we were ecstatic about just welcoming him here and enjoying him for whatever little bit of time that he had. The day came, we planned a cesarean section for October 12th, 2009, and he was born at 12:42 that day. As soon as we got into the labor and delivery room where I could recover, Neil handed me Tristan, and I was able to hold him for the first time, which was one of my biggest wishes. And after that, he was able to meet his sisters. Adele was just delighted by him. We didn't expect our 18-month-old little girl to take so kindly to another baby. she was sat on the bed and she started pointing and giggling and, "Baby, baby, mommy, baby." And McKenna, she was given the chance to hold him, and that was just something that she had looked forward to ever since she knew that mommy was having another baby. And as soon as she got him, she just had such a reverence, like she had understanding for how special Tristan was. And then Neil was able to take him and hand him off to our other family members, grandmas and grandpas, and everyone that was in the room that wanted to hold him. We felt that it was important that they got to meet him. And that day was just beautiful, and we had 11 full hours with Tristan, and we counted every hour as a miracle. He passed away just as we were talking about it that night. He passed away at 11:25, and Neil and I were talking about how can we ever sleep knowing that our time with him is so short, and it was like he just knew it was his time to go, and he passed away very silently and peacefully. And that was my other big wish, was just that he would go without the pain and suffering that they had told us may come with the failure of his little heart. We were able to pick up our disc of photos from Julie a few weeks after everything had happened. And so we went out to her place, and she likes to, if it's okay with the families, she likes to show the slideshow that she's put together so that she can see the joy that comes. And as we were sitting there watching it, all of the emotions, the touches, and the wonderful moments of that day just came back. I was so touched that we were just able to really relive those amazing, sweet moments from that day, that it was as close to being able to have Tristan back with us as was possible. And I was just so grateful that we had been able to have this done for us. When I decided to make Tristan's photography book, it was first of all a tribute to him and his life and what he was to us. And second of all, it was a way of telling his story so that his sisters, who are so young now, and his future siblings will be able to see him, and they'll be able to read all of the wonderful things that happened that day and the feelings that we had. I chose to become a heritage maker because I found through all of this that it is so important that everyone's story be told. Some stories are long and some stories are just 11 hours. But I was able to take a whole life and put it into a book and capture a lifetime that would not have been possible otherwise. And I just find it amazing that anybody can take their stories and their photos, and they can have their own personal library of the lives that matter to them in their own family. So life goes on. We have two beautiful hyper girls to take care of at the moment, and there will be more children to come. And Tristan will be loved, and he will be in our memories and just a part of our family until the day that we believe we will all be together again, because I believe that my family is forever.